Hello and welcome back to another edition of useful tips and hints there for purchasing stoves here at Clonmel Tiles and Stoves. Today we are quickly discussing chimney liners. Do you line, yes or no? What's the advantages, disadvantages? I suppose when it comes down to it, it's best practice to line the chimneys. So that basically you're going to create, the way that the liner works, it's going to be, if it was a two-story, you get 9 meters of liner straight down through existing 8-inch clay flue. It connects to the top of the stoves, straight piece of pipe first. It's insulated with vermiculite, bends, offset joiners, cowls, everything else. So you're basically creating a chimney within a chimney. But the idea is when it comes down to the top of the stove, that now your chimney and stove are one. If your stove is left freestanding, okay, the stove will generate the heat, but it goes up, enters into the old clay flue liner. Now at that stage, because it's 8 inches and it's wider and it's clay, the smoke becomes what's known in the trade as lazy. So on a windy day, you could get a massive pull, so you'd see there'd be a mad pull up the chimney. Your stove is struggling, even when it's shut down, it's struggling to try and keep everything in the stove, is just literally being sucked up, and it would get very hot very quick. On other days, then, if you had foggy conditions or negative pressure, no matter what you seem to do to the stove, you could open it up and Jesus, you could throw in a fucking ton of Semtex, it just wouldn't seem to ignite or light up. Again, because you're kind of prone to the elements. A freestanding or radiant stove will definitely work better, because you're basically getting the 3 types of heat. You're getting conduction, convection and radiation in to your old chimney breast, so you have better control. But with an inset is just convection. It's designed to pull the cold air in, heat it at the sides, back, and pass it out through the top. It's packed out well with fire blanket inside, so it loses a lot of that conduction and radiation because it's primarily giving all the heat to the room. So with an inset stove, it's vital to line the chimney, because you really will lose a lot of control and you're really left open to the elements. If it is windy, you'll get a mad pull up. You'll probably end up overheating the stove because you will not be able to shut it down. More often than not, though, with the weather we have in Ireland, it's overcast, it's grey, it's cloudy. So it'll just seem like you're getting no heat from it. And I've had it many a times. We've had some fantastic stoves, charmed with SLX20, SLX45, inset freestanding back boiler stoves. And in one case we came across a situation where we went in and the woman said, look, I don't care what you do, get that stove out, it's useless. Never went well, never fired up, was useless from the get-go. And we went in, she had a charm with SLX20. And I was saying, well, to be quite honest now, I said, you've probably got one of the top range stoves here in the house. And I went through the actual installation procedure. Turned out the chimney wasn't lined. Now, it was nearly a battle, to tell you the truth, to try and get the stove in there. I said, no, the stove is not wrong with the stove, so it's lined. So I don't care, get it out. She said, get it out of the house, get it out of it. I said, fine. We ended up saying that we'd actually line the chimney for free if it wasn't the case. And we did, we lined the chimney, and of course, the difference between day and night, the stove performed absolutely perfectly. You have a situation now where the stove is heating the steel flue liner, and we'd say heating the flue gases were going up. You had fantastic control the whole way up the chimney. So even though you're down here, it doesn't matter, you have the whole pipe is red, so you can open up the air, get it hotter, or bring down your vents and just shut it down. So if you don't line an inset stove, you lose that capability. The liners, just so we go through a few of them there. We've got our steel liners. This is our Flexi Flue liner here. And just so you know, this is Schiedel. It's a German grade. That's all we use here. And be careful out there too, because there's many types of this coming in from, let's just say, overseas. And you do not want to touch that stuff, because it's not rated as regards to steel content. Gets way too hot, way too fast. We'll do with a health and safety section in one of these series. I'll post some pictures on that for jobs we've come across where we had to take out the liners that were just a disaster zone, some of them very, very, very serious. So again, pay attention to some of this stuff, in fairness, because this could save someone's life, you know. Very easy to turn around, we'd say save 200 quid on a piece of furniture, save it on a paint job, save it on tile, save it whatever. When it comes to the stove, I would plead with you, go with the best possible grade. I'm not necessarily saying come to me, please come to me, but you know, just go with the best grade that you can. Shield, that's why I'd recommend 100% flawless. End of. Are cheaper grades out there. Don't sacrifice it for the sake of a couple of hundred quid. Not on stoves. When this goes wrong, someone gets killed. So again, just bear that in mind. We'll do a full section here on health and safety and what the do's and don'ts, and I'll show you some pictures on that that'll make your head turn. Because unfortunately, I'm the guy that ring when things go wrong out there. So just be careful. So that's basically it. My view, best practice, line the chimney. Even when it comes to the freestanding, best practice, line the chimney. And you'll have super control. Thanks very much for your time. Hopefully we'll see you again soon.